kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, read on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it hate, watch it lurk, can't relate. Watch it stir, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, at the gate, on the site. Red weed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. That life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. To throw now on first down. Completion here to Claypool. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 6 on the play. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Johnson.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Johnson, 1-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Jets' 22-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 34-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Go time, baby. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Steelers extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
4-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Allen, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Schuster.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Johnson on the counter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 4, check 4. No.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 33. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shift. Watch the shift.
They run the counter. Johnson. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Switch gears.
Here's Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Try to run it in. Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
He was taken down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's the end of the back now here on EA Sports. 31. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 39, Allen escaping the pressure right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Now Allen. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. 56, 56. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete. Okwuegbunam. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Whitehead, the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Whitehead, the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
35's the mic.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. So Allen's going to look to throw. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Coming for you. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. I'm coming.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Allen over the middle. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So, Davis, I'm Brandon.